White shirts on the pitch, running fast through the night. Every heart beating loud under floodlit sky bright. So to London, stand strong, in the stands they belong. Voices echo like thunder, to the club they sing along. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. King's fire in his eyes, glory's what he seeks. With every goal he flies, rising to new peaks. From the lake to far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. The pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. With all our might. With all our might.
Oh dear, you caught me just changing the channel, but there you go. Hello and welcome to the quarterfinals. This is what the quarterfinals feels like. This is what it is. It's all about tonight. Good evening and welcome to THFC Till I Die, your number one Irish supporters Tottenham channel, your number one American number one Tottenham channel. Of course, we're linking up with a full-time sports network. Our sister channel, Stateside Footy, is also covering over there. We have you covered not only in Ireland, but in England, and we also have you covered in America. We're covering you worldwide. Australia, we are coming for you. No tariffs will be included in this stream. Sorry, Steve, I had to say that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's European nights, and there should be tariffs. God damn it! It's European nights. This is extra football. This is, I'm just messing around. No, it is European nights, and it's awesome. We haven't seen Tottenham Hotspur in the quarterfinal of a European competition in quite some time. But I'm fired up, man. Coming off the back of what I thought was a pretty solid performance against Southampton, getting back in the win column, getting that mojo back, getting that belief in the group that they can go out and do the thing, do the damn thing. That's exactly what you wanted to check off your list coming into it. It just gives hope and it gives faith in the collective that they're able to do it, not just against Southampton, but pretty much anybody. They have the talent. They have the ability to get it done.
Yeah, they do. Look, I'm really looking forward to tonight. We will get into the lineups in a minute, guys. There is a few surprises in there, but let's welcome a few people in and we will say hello. And then we'll get to see how you are today, Steve. Not well, I know, but thank you for coming in. You're braving it. You're braving it. You're doing more than what some of the Tottenham players have done this season.
Yeah,
we've got to James Madison. James, what are you doing here, man? You should be getting ready for the game. Get in that changing room, rattle up a few cages in that dressing room, get on that pitch and give us a performance we can be proud of. Big up to James Madison. It says, I'm ready to win. Well, go on that pitch and show us you're ready to win. Some fella from Stateside Footy. I don't know who he is, but he says me too. I don't know.
It's my evil twin Thaddeus.
Yeah. Some say he could be the American Stig, but we just don't know. We just don't know.
Don't know.
Big up to Erwin. Hi, Dermot and Chap. Hope we're praying we'll win this match tonight. Big up, Erwin. Hope you and the missus and the little one are doing okay. Haven't seen you in chat for a while, man, but I hope you're doing all right. Big up to Chris Peters, who's over on Stateside Footy. Evening, mate. Evening, Chris, sir. Hope you're doing well. Do hit a like over there as well, guys, and the sub as well. Big up to Wayne Bonner, my old mucker. Big up Wayne. He goes, good match day. Evening, everyone. I hope you like that, Wayne. I hope that was enthusiastic for you. He says, hope you're well. I'm pumped. I am so pumped, right? I had to be sat on before this stream. I'm banging my head through every wall. Mrs. Tron sent to me, Dermo, she says, Dermatron, you can't be knocking down my house. It's only a game. I said, I can't help it. It's a quarterfinal. Pumped to see our beloved Tottenham take care of business. Exactly. And I have a tattoo on my arm. It says, taking care of business. Exactly. That's what we're going to do. Big up to Peter M as well. Big up Dermot and our US brother and everyone in the chat. Big up Mr. Peter M, the legend. That is Peter M. Big up to Jazz Fusion as well. I'll impulse, Resi, whatever that says. Just saying.
Reciprocals. He's going to impose the tariff. He's going to be the one to impose the tariffs.
Right. Big up, Jazz. Just be kind to us. Just be kind to us. That's all I'm going to say. Big up to Peter. Good match day to you too, Wayne Bonner. Exactly. Big up, Chris. He says, big up, Dermo. Big up, Steve's. Big up to guy. Big up to Leo. David Bowie Recordings. I'm going to call you Dave. I'm going to call you Leo Bowie now. There you go. There's your nickname, Leo Bowie. Cool. It's IPTV not updating. Stupid thing. Got to watch the game online. Well, I hope you used the VPN of private internet access. Use that. Use that, and that will get you the game. Make sure you got that, Mr. Leo. Hope you're doing well. He says, hi, Dermo. Big up Leo Bowie. I'm just going to call you Leo Bowie. Hope you don't mind me calling you that. He says, thank you, guest. His name's Steve. He's not a guest. He's a channel partner, Steve. He's part of the channel.
What's up, Jazz? Hey, by the way, man, I love jazz. Just saying, Brian Culbertson, one of my favorite jazz musicians, man. So I'm all about jazz fusion.
I tell you, do you know the Prince thing we talked about the other night? We talked a bit about Prince. And it got into a short. Yeah. It got over 1.6K views as a short. That little section.
Just saying, man. People like their music. Let me tell you.
They do. They do. Good evening, everyone. Big up to GJ. Hope you're doing well, sir. And let me know in the chat. Let me know on X how you're doing. And let me know if you want to come on to one of these shows, man. You're more than welcome. Everyone, do please pick up your memberships, because starting from next season, I know we've been a bit behind this season, but next season, after every game, Final Score becomes a member show where you get to come and join me, or me or Steve, or me or James, or me or Colin, or whoever who's hosting Final Score next season. You get to come on and have your say. So do pick up your members, and you have to join the WhatsApp group. That's when you get your membership. You can then join the WhatsApp group. The link is in the members group. We will put the link in there again for you, but do pick up your members. It helps us. It helps you get you good content. Leo says, I got a Bowie CD today. Which one did you get, Leo? Let me know. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust is my favorite Bowie album. I love that album. Absolutely love that album. Big up to Jazz Fusion with a big thumbs up. Big up to Owen. He says, thank you, damn it. Myself, the missus, and baby Danny. What a lovely name. Doing great. Sorry, I haven't been here for a while as we are busy moving house out to Pastures East, just across the river from you. Ooh, you're nearing up to the mighty Wexford County. Well, you're coming up to the perfect county, man. Owen, reach out to me on social media, man. And we must meet up. We'll have to go out for a few points. We'll have to go out for definitely a few points. Big up to Pete. He says, hit that like button as you are watching the show if you want Spurs to win. Thank you so much, Chris. I tell you, this man, Steve, is so lovely, and he's so good to me. He really is. Big up to Chris as well. Big up to Peter M. Bit nervous tonight, but good to be here. Yeah, go on, Steve. Sorry, man.
I was going to say, not only hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, not just here, but also at Stateside Footy as well, too. We got you completely covered tonight, so there's no excuses. Always hit those likes. Make sure you actually hit those likes, but also the subscribe as well, too.
Yeah, because the more you hit the likes, the more we go out on the algorithm, and it gets us known. We want to become the biggest Tottenham YouTube channel this side and, of course, over the Atlantic Ocean in America. We want to make stateside footy under this umbrella the biggest brand in football. That's me and Colin and Tequila and Steve and James's aim, to make us the biggest we are. We will be. We'll be as big as any. We'll be as big as Sky TV. You watch us. TNT, we're coming for you. Leo says, David Bowie, Nothing Has Changed. That's a great album. That is a great album. Rise and Fall, the Ziggy Stardust, and another album you should get is the Let Dance album. That's a great album as well. Some good songs on there as well. Big up to Dan Davenport. Hey, Dermot and Stateside Steve. Big up to you, Danny Boy. And he says, in the words of Sting, every breath you take, every move you make. Well, that's got to be Andrew's words tonight. This is
You'll be
the
watching
lineup,
us,
guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is the lineup we got tonight. I ain't going to pronounce the Frankfurt lineup, not unless Steve knows how to pronounce it, but we're going to give you the Tottenham lineup. In goal, we got the Italian master in the Vicario. We've got a back four of the Spanish Matador in Porro, the Argentinian Bulldog in Romero, the fastest Dutchman in the West in Van der Ven. We've got the Italian Stallion in Udogi. We've got the Swedish Messi in Bergville. We've got the Uruguayan General in Bentoncourt. We've got Darts Man Madison. And then the front three, we got the Welsh Wizard in Brendan Johnson. We've got Dom Solanke. And we've got Captain Fantastic Sonny as the start. No Spence. We're going to ask Steve very quickly in a minute. He's going to go through tactically how Tottenham are going to line up tonight. And then if you want to know who's on the bench, it's going across the bottom of your screen. But we do have Brendan Austin. We've got Blue Man Basuma. The Welsh Dragon in Ben Davis. We've got the Brazilian. We've got Samba Man Richarlison. We've got Archer Grady, English Bulldog. We've got Mikey Nemore. We've got the Welsh Wizard and Odebar. We've got Papa Sar, the African Gazelle. We've got Jedi Spence as well. And we've got the German mathematician, Matty Tell. And Alfie Whiteman is also on the bench. Steve, the lineup. No Spence. He's gone with the back five of Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Udogi. Are you surprised? And tactically, why has Ange done that? And I don't know if you're watching what I'm seeing. You see what the fans do, these Frankfurt fans that already started, they're mental. But tactically, has Ange made a cock up here by not starting Spence?
I think we've seen this quite a few times where, you know, there is going to be rotation, understanding there's a midweek game. And of course, you still have your weekend Premier League match against Wolves. And so there's probably going to be some rotation, especially at that left back position, knowing that Jed Spence is pretty much undroppable when it comes to the Premier League. And so when you look at the minutes that he's logged already, this is an opportunity. You still have to give Udogi minutes, and he still has to bring him back up to sharpness as well, too. And this is a good opportunity for him to get some of those minutes. You still have Jed Spence on the bench, so it's not like he's not going to play tonight. He probably will come in at some point tonight just to bring a spark from one of those positions if needed. But that being said, as far as Pedro Porro is concerned, they need as much creativity as they possibly can in their attack, especially in the build-up. Pedro Porro definitely gives them that. And if we see Brendan Johnson play today like he did against Southampton, actually tracking back and actually hustling, when the ball gets dispersed a little bit, he's not going to leave Porro on an island, which is something that I was actually pleasantly surprised to see against Southampton. But that being said, it's your traditional 4-3-3. I expected the midfield to be exactly what it was, as we saw against Chelsea and as we saw against Southampton. Dare I say that Bergvall, Betancourt, Madison has developed a little continuity, a little comfortability of those three. And it didn't look terrible against Chelsea, and it certainly didn't look terrible against Southampton. That being said, all of this is going to come down to the front three. What are we going to see from this front three? Are we going to see a front three that are going to be on the front foot? Are they going to be willing to press forward and be dangerous? I thought we saw a little bit of that in Brendan Johnson this last weekend. And for me, at least, Dom Solanke is going to have to be that catalyst. I would love to see him get a goal in this one. And as far as Sonny, it's tough, man. I understand he's Captain Spectacular. I know that he's beloved, but that being said, I have no idea what to make of Sonny today. But that being said, he's going to be an integral part. The one thing that I do miss about Jed Spence is his link up play with Sonny. I think he actually helps Sonny a little bit more than Udogi. So I be surprised if we saw more play down the right hand side versus the left, maybe. But that being said, I think this is really going to come. The attack is going to come from the midfield, and these guys have to stay consistent, have to take chances, have to be at the same amount of bravery as we saw in the first half against Southampton. But outside of that, this is a very strong starting 11 from Ange Postecoglou, and I think we're going to expect it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to know. I've got a bit of breaking news on Ange. I'm just waiting to know from a source if we can use it or not. So I'm just waiting for that. So
drop it in the WhatsApp real quick. Drop it in our WhatsApp real quick.
Yeah, I will do, but it's something I keep private between me. This one thing.
I won't say it. I won't break it or anything. I'm just curious.
I know. It's something that I keep private between me. I'll send it to you privately, if you know what I mean, but it's something I have to keep private because a lot of people don't know who two of my sources are, and they've been. But
let me ask. I was going to ask you a question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Specifically with Romero and Van de Ven, how big are those two going to be tonight? From your standpoint, are like those two the most important players tonight?
Oh. Yeah, hell yeah. I said it on Dave's channel earlier. I said Romero and Van de Ven give you that balance in that back four. You've got Van de Ven. Look, you've got Van de Ven's speed. You know he's going to catch the player and always mop up. But you got Romero's aggression. You got Romero's sort of leadership as well. Leadership for me is important, and Romero gives you that leadership in the back four. It's so important they're playing tonight. It's the difference between us winning and us losing. How good Rudu is, and was told today Rudu is on his way out the club. By the way, he will be sold in the summer. Yeah, because Tottenham think he's not good enough, and it's a shame because he is a decent player. But for me, look, Romero for me. I want Romero to stay because he gives you that. We haven't had this partnership since Toby and Yang. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's important. The only thing that I think tonight has bothered me is not starting Jed Spence because I feel Udogi, as much as I feel Udogi hasn't had a great season, but that's because he didn't have a preseason. He was bought and injured. Yeah. And I feel he's been trying to play catch up ever since. Jed Spence gives you that more solid back four line. And last thing I was saying this on Vicario and Van de Ven, I think it takes the pressure off Vicario as well because he doesn't have to worry about who's in front of him. If he has a Radu and an Archie Gray, and how well Archie Gray has played in that centre back role, by the way, and I think that's one of the considerations for when we do our season. Give out our trophies at the end of the season for player rewards from this channel. I think Vicario is more relaxed when he's got Romero and Van de Ven in front of him. But that's my opinion. I'm so glad. But look, I'll give you the bit of breaking news. As all things are rumors until confirmed. But you know us here on this channel, we don't break anything unless unless we know it's thing. These two European matches look to be do or die for Ange. He gets knocked out, he's sacked. That's the rumor my source was hearing. It says, like I said, it's not confirmed, but it's what's rumbling at the moment. Now, we had today, I was given a message today that it was really funny that somebody, I never knew this, but Sky Sports Austria, I've never heard of them. Right, I was saying that the Crystal Palace manager was about to be appointed Tottenham manager. Now I sent that to my sources. One of them sent back a laughing emoji. So can I just say the Crystal Man? He is one of the people Spurs are looking at, but no contact has been made with them yet. But if we lose bad tonight, say if we lose 3-0, and we know there's no chance of us winning the second leg, don't be surprised if Ange gets the sack tonight.
Yeah,
That's the rumblings.
And I'm not surprised to hear that. This is the last opportunity to bag a trophy. And I think for Ange Postecoglou, I think he was given some leeway after the League Cup and the FA Cup just because of the injury situation. I didn't think at that stage it would have been fair, just considering he was decimated. But that being said, as these players have trickled back into the first team, we've seen a lot of inconsistency, and now this is it. I mean, tonight really is a pivotal match, not just for Ange Postecoglou, but a lot of these first team players as well too. If there's any shred of decency, if there's any care or commitment or passion from these players, they will show up tonight, and they will show up in spades. But as far as what you just said, as far as the breaking news, I am not surprised to hear that. As far as Oliver Glasner is concerned, I like him. Here's the thing: Crystal Palace is always going to be a team that will never compete financially, but they're always a team that when led correctly, they're a team that is a top 10 Premier League team. And I think Glasner's done a phenomenal job with the talent level that he has been given, considering that they lost home dude to Bayern Munich this offseason. Their right winger, they lose one of their best players to Bayern Munich, and they continue to roll on like nothing has ever happened. And so I'll say this, man. Would I rather have Oliver Glasner than a guy like Iriola or Silva? 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Look, big up the Kiwi Spurs TV. Big up, brothers. Big up Kiwi Spurs TV.
Kiwi.
We have to get you on. Reach out to us on X. Look, I was told that that the Crystal Palace manager RB want him as well. So RB do want the Kiwi manager.
That's interesting considering that Red Bull, the Red Bull franchise usually promotes from within. Usually it's the guy that's usually at RB Strasbourg. The one in the Austrian Salzburg, RB Salzburg.
Yeah.
Usually it's that coach that usually gets promoted to the Bundesliga. So it's kind of interesting to hear that Red Bull or
yeah, that's what I was told today. Look, the players are in the tunnel. Tottenham, of course, are playing in all white. Of course, traditionally, what they wore, of course, in 1984 when they last won this competition that night again. And a 7-year-old Dermatron was absolutely buzzing and delusional that night. I'm telling you.
Can I just say this about Eintracht Frankfurt?
Yeah.
So today they're coming out in their traditional 4-2-3-1, a double pivot of Shaqiri and Shaqiri and Tuta, and with a back four of Christensen and Nathaniel Brown on the in their back. That is a very good back line and a very good double pivot, because usually what's going to end up happening is Shaqiri's going to wander up and they're going to be attacking on the counterattack with essentially two high roaming 10s with Larson and Shaqiri. And all that's going to do is make Ekitike even that much more dangerous. He's the type of striker that all he's tasked was doing is what Solanke did at Bournemouth. All he's tasked to do is making forward runs, camping in the channels. And one of the biggest things tonight for Romero and Van de Ven is disrupt that. Lay a body on him if you can, to essentially just disrupt his ability to make those forward runs. Outside of that, this has a potential to either go incredibly right for Spurs, or it's going to get incredibly dangerous early.
Yeah, well, the teams are being lined. This is a little tradition we have in this channel. Jared always puts in the comment before we start. He always says, "Call it, Dermo." So I am going to call it, and I'm going to call it tonight. 4-0 Tottenham.
4-0.
That is my.
By the way, who are your predicted goal scorers?
I'm going to go 2 for Brennan Johnson, 1 for Solanke, and 1 for. Do you know what? I feel a bit of Swedish. I feel like a Swedish massage, so I'm going to go for Bergville.
my prediction is 3-1 because the Spurs will always concede at least one.
Yeah.
But my goal scorers are going to be Bergvall. He's going to get on, and I'm going to say Sonny's going to get on, and I want to see Solanke get on the board tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I'm just give me 2 minutes.
There
I'm
he
just
is,
replying
Big
to
Ange.
somebody. Just give us a minute.
Yeah, the stadium. By the way, Peter Evans, right? The stadium looks rocking tonight. It looks good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad to see that.
So am I. The referee, of course, is from Poland. The referee and also the VAR there is from Spain, and the referee and the assistant and the linesman are from Poland, and the assistant VAR and assistant VAR are from Spain. Just coming up, of course, Tottenham in all white. Frankfurt in their traditional orange tops and black shorts. And if you are watching this in black and white, the referee is in blue. I'm just going.
Let me ask. Did you happen to notice that? Did we happen to notice that Bergvall is on a yellow? Do you think that's going to determine his level of physicality tonight? Knowing that if he catches another yellow, he's going to be out of the second leg.
Yeah, I did. Hang on. Just a mate of mine's at the ground tonight. He's at the game. He's going to do a video for us. Just send us the MP. Is it an MP3 or an MP4?
MP4.
MP4. That's it. Thank you. The teams. MP4, not MP5.
Yep.
Jesus, I'm a dumbass.
Anyway. Yeah, that's going to be they're Frankfurt. Man, and by the way, one of the things that I like about Frankfurt is they got my homeboy Nathaniel Brown, who is a fullback in the U.S. men's national team system. Still has yet to get his first cap with the U.S. men's national team, but he's a hell of a wingback.
It is. Right. It is Frankfurt to get us off and on the way. We're on our way here in the quarterfinal of the first leg at the greatest stadium of them all, White Hart Lane. It is rocking, and it's your doggy with the ball as Tottenham have an early throw in. Who needs Sam Matterface and Joe Hart when you got Dermatron and Stevatron here giving you the best commentary on Stevatron? Yeah, do you like that? Anyway, here's Frankfurt. Tottenham pressing out by the Uruguayan general in Bentancur doing his defensive duties. There's Tottenham looking back. They've gone back into a sort of a 4, I think, but here's Frankfurt with the throne looking for option. Goes back. Here's Frankfurt now, the number 15, all the way back. There's Solanke pressing like mad. Sonny Johnson pressing like mad. Good pressing by Johnson there on Tottenham there. Romero, Bergvall plays it too long, goes out for a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. Good defending there by Larson there, the number 16, a very talented player and a danger player as well for Frankfurt, in my opinion. Big up Goins got 2-1 Spurs. Dermot must be talking at Michael Jackson song Black and White. Yeah, we're not doing that tonight, Dan. We will get back to that. Maybe in final score. We'll do it in final score. But here's your doggy now. Running. Look at him. Pacing down now to Sonny. Or he loses it. Good tackle. But here's Bergvall, the Swedish Messi. Bergvall. Crossfield ball now. Back. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, you're such a smooth criminal. You know, the way that you handle the integration of the chat into the broadcast. Let me tell you, man, that's just smooth.
And it's a free kick. We've got a player rolling around. I think his ankles fell off. Hang on, no, it's been reattached. Madison shaking his head. Let's have a look. Was it a free kick? Oh, for God's sake! I've seen better tackles on the Sunday afternoon. Anyway, here's Frankfurt looking. It's important Tottenham score, but here's Frankfurt. Oh, Frankfurt are getting through. Oh, good tackle there by Romero. Here's Romero now. Puts the all out. Oh, that's a good. Oh, here's Frankfurt. Frankfurt now. Tottenham look a bit. What do you reckon? 2 minutes in, Steve, how do you think both teams, let's start with Spurs. How do you think Spurs have started, in your opinion?
It looks like Spurs are, essentially just trying to feel out Frankfurt, just exactly how how far they can push it without getting some resistance. It looks like I was hoping to see them come out two guns a-blazing, but it really does look like they're kind of feeling Frankfurt out a little bit, and the same with Frankfurt as well too.
Mm.
But I will say that, yeah, like I was kind of hoping to see the early aggression.
Yeah,
not necessarily seeing it so far.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Tequila, I have got a bit of breaking news. If it does go out of Europe, you will get your wish. And we do call him, Tequila has got another nickname as T-Kundi. That was his nickname because he does the best has anyone seen. He really does, Steve. He's brilliant at it. He even puts Jensen Kundi to shame. But big up Tequila, you may get your wish. If we go out of Europe, the breaking news, the rumors is he will be gone. So that is breaking news. I'll look in the chat that we have with our source. It's in there. So let me know what you think. Let me know are you happy with that. Or we got a thumbs up.
Listen, it's interesting. Like, I'm not surprised to hear it. One of the things that I think will, make fans happy is the inconsistency. I think most fans acknowledge that this team is talented. We have talent.
Yeah.
But more oftentimes than not in the last year, we've seen a lot of inconsistency. We definitely seen the injuries. And I think that fans are just a little over it. It's too bad too, because I like Ange, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Vicario now to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven, the quickest.
God, get forward. God damn it.
Here's Madison coming deep now. Lovely ball with the outside. It has gone out. And that little ball to Sonny with the outside of the foot, straight to Sonny. Sonny couldn't keep it in. There's Ange looking pensive, looking worried, looking a little bit, Now, the problem for me is with this game, will the occasion get to the players? The Tottenham need to score first, in my opinion, to settle them down, to relax them. Here is Madison now. Oh, for fuck's sake, Madison. Where you go and lose it there? But here's Frankfurt now on the break. Plenty of white shirts back, but Frankfurt looking for an option. He shoots. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Nightmare on Elm Street. The worst possible start for Tottenham Hotspur. And Frankfurt have scored an absolute cracker of a goal. Oh, my God. Just talk us through that. I mean, it shouldn't have happened, but talk us through it, Steve. That's shocking.
Yeah. So they get they get the turnover in the mid, and again, this is something that they do well, right? And this is something that we were talking about a little bit earlier. And as a matter of fact, I think this might have been on the Irish Hotspur of just what we are going to expect with Frankfurt playing 8 to 10 men behind the ball. They're going to play a little bit of a mid block, take away the passing lane for Spurs in the middle of the park, and just basically clog things up, and then attack quickly on the counter. They get a runner off to the left side, cuts in and just puts one on net, and it was a beautiful finish right there for Ekitike. And it's 1-0. This is something that I was worried about, and it starts with Madison not being able to handle the ball. He tries to cut back and then just gets his pocket picked.
And there's Vicario, but a cracking goal, though. But Vicario's out there doing what he should. And that's leadership for you, by the way. That is leadership. But Madison, what are you doing, man? He hasn't started the game well, to be fair. The Keeler says, I was about to ask how Dermo and Steve were doing. I may wait now.
Well, the crazy thing is, and you and I were talking this in the pregame, it's the ability to slow down Ekitike, who has, I think he came into this match with 19 goals on the season. And it's something that, to the conversation of Romero and Van de Ven, not just being able to track back, but also cutting off the angles so your fullbacks can track back and get involved in the defense. And, it almost seems like it was a lazy response to that run. I don't know how you felt about that, but it almost seemed like it was a little lazy getting back.
It was a little lazy. I'm just doing.
And now we have to respond. We have no choice but to respond because we need this crowd back in it, but also we can't allow Frankfurt to have a sizable lead going into the second leg. like we have to respond. Like if this team wants to show, fight, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, and we can go into look. If we say we lose 3-0 tonight, then I think it's curtains. I think it's curtains.
Yeah,
and I don't want us to lose. I do not want us to lose. It's a corner. We've just now gone into ourselves. Now it's out for a corner to Frankfurt.
But also, what sucks for me is that your prediction is bust now.
Yeah,
you said 4-0. I was really hoping that your prediction was going to ring true.
Yeah.
If anything that we discussed, it was your prediction that I wanted to see. I
put the kiss of death in it, Steve. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like maybe you're the reverse jinx. So maybe you should have said like 4-0 Eintracht Frankfurt, and then Spurs would have won 4-0.
Yeah, I'm just at least Tequila knows we've had a thumbnail done for months just in case he did get the sack. So I've already got the thumbnail ready.
Good Lord. Yeah, like I kind of want to be a part of that show when it happens. I got to be honest with you.
I mean, look, as we know, we will break it. I mean, we were the first channel to break him coming. It would be ironic we'd be the first channel if he loses his job. Like, I'm just responding to a mate of mine. Oh dear. Why I'm laughing, I've just got a funny WhatsApp from a mate of mine who's a Man United fan.
Hey, by the way, Tequila. Hey, Tequila, I hope that goes well with the liver specialist tomorrow, man. Nothing but nothing but healthy vibes from my end, man. Hopefully everything goes well.
Tequila, look, man, I am if you need me. Look, I know it's not ideal, but look, whatever the outcome, we're here for you as a channel and as people. We're here for you. And look, I'm sending you my all positive vibes here from Ireland. You're gonna have the Irish vibe with you tomorrow, and you're gonna look. We're there with you as a channel. We're there with you, and look. My dad who's 22 years past. Oh, here's Sonny. Go on. Good save for the kid. My dad who's 22 years past today, he will be with you tomorrow as well, Tequila. And sending you all the Irish love that he can. And so will my girls as well, who are both in heaven. So they're all with you tomorrow, Tequila. You know what I'm talking about. Good save from the keeper. Here's Bergville. Tottenham look rattled. We look rattled. We just need now to calm down, just have a bit on the ball and just start off.
That was a nice ball. That was a nice ball over the top right there. Pedro Porro. Oh, that was a good save too.
Yeah, it was.
See, that's why Porro needed to be in this match for balls like that. That was a good run by Sonny too.
Do you know what? I want Tottenham to win this trophy, and we've said this before. Me and Tequila said it. Like I want them to win this trophy for Tequila, because I've seen us win a Europa trophy. He's never seen that, and I want it so badly to win that for him. I really do.
Not only do I want Spurs to win it for Tequila, but I also want it to win for this entire fan base that hasn't seen a trophy since 2008, and also all the longtime Spurs fans that do remember 1991 and do remember the 84 European Cup, that do remember the 61 league title. The much starved Spurs fan base that just wants to see silverware.
Yeah,
that's who I hope.
Go on. Oh, sorry. Oh
no,
man,
good.
it was nearly in there. But I
nice
tell you,
ball.
Tottenham are getting into it now a little bit. Yeah, big up to Tequila.
In.
We're all with you, my brother.
Oh, good
and
ball
he says, "Go on." Here's Frankfurt now. Frankfurt on the break here, and Tottenham being stretched at the back. Tottenham get across, nobody there, but it goes out for a throw in. Tottenham nearly again. Again.
I'm a little bit behind. I'm a little bit behind you on the broadcast.
What time are you? What time are you at?
Oh, I'm at 11 minutes 42 seconds.
Right. Let me know when you get to 12:17.
All right.
And nobody let us know in the chat either, by the way. Don't let us know.
God damn it. That's a nice through ball right there by Frankfurt. Good defense, though. Good defense by Spurs to clear it out.
Okay.
But again, it's allowing forward runners on the counter.
Yeah.
And this back, and this is one of the biggest problems that I had.
Where you on the time, Steve? Sorry.
12-17.
There you go. Right. We're now together.
Okay.
Have you got Romero on the ball now with Bentancur back to Romero?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grant.
Yep.
Grant.
So, and that's the crazy thing, is one of the things that I was worried about, especially on the right side, was Brendan Johnson and his ability to track back and also clear, contain, be in those spaces so Pedro Porro doesn't get stretched thin in the back. And that's something that we're not seeing right now. Like, Brendan Johnson is not doing his job right now.
No, he's not. He is not. Here's Tottenham now. Here, the pushing forward of Bentancur. Bentancur now on the wing.
Don't slow it down.
No, don't keep going back either. Here's Romero. Romero now looking forward, looking for options, busting it forward now. Oh, Solanke loses it. Now here's Frankfurt, who are very good at counter-attacking, by the way. Frankfurt having a great season in the Bundesliga as well, by the way. They're the third highest team to score in the Bundesliga, so they do that. This is good
third place. I think it's they're in third place right now on 48 points, I believe, or 38.
Yeah.
One of those, something like that. They're having a great season.
Yeah, and that free kick to Frankfurt. But that little interchange there from Frankfurt, all one-touch football, just split Tottenham wide open.
Correct. And it's like, and Spurs are just left to react. And it's
Bentancur. What are you doing, man? Such a lazy fucking, just stick your leg out.
And this is the problem. And this has been the problem with Spurs all year, allowing teams to dictate the terms of the match without actually imposing their will, being aggressive. And that's something they did against Southampton. And I was hoping that trend would continue. And as we're seeing Spurs on the attack, instead of getting forward and committing with runners going forward, what are they doing? They're slowing it down. It's like, no, attack, get runners forward, commit to forward run.
Here's your doggy, and Tottenham get their first corner of the game. Tottenham, good start, but it's just slow stuff. Good stuff then for Christian, and who got a good block in, but it's Tottenham. Owen says, can one of these players do with Lucas Moura tonight? Oh, yeah, I would love that. Look, to be honest with you, I would take a 1-0 defeat. So go ahead.
I was going to say and get a second half hat trick from Bergvall.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be a hero?
Yeah. Here's Sonny with the corner. Swings it in. Good back corner. Look, didn't get it past the first post. Maddison header. Sonny again. Trying to get Maddis through. Maddis doesn't. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper kicks it out. Oh, here's Frankfurt now. On the break now. Frankfurt, the number 11. The goal scorer. Checks. Goes back. Tries to find Frankfurt player. Well done from Porro there. But again, Tottenham just lose it in the midfield, getting bullied in that midfield again. But it is a free kick to Tottenham, and it is a Romero. Chance of one of these Spurs players to write themselves into the history book, but can they? Exactly. Do you know what?
They can. I was going to say they can. Any one of these guys can be if they're brave enough to want to actually attack and go forward. That's something that we're just not seeing.
No, but here in Maddison let the ball go out. It's a throw into Frankfurt. Maddison hasn't had the best starts of the game. 15. There's Daniel Levy.
There's your boy.
Yeah, there's Baldy. I think he's had his head shaved tonight. Maddison is down, guys. And again, his second time he says, I've been chopped down. He says again, and let's see it now. It was a throw-in.
Oh, come on, James. Get up.
Get up. For fuck's sake, man. Come on.
God, he's such a wussy, dude. Get up, man. And by the way, it was his foot that gets on the ball first, and then he wants to crumple to the ground.
The referee's warning him to calm down, or he's going to get. But Maddison is getting. I tell you, Maddison, he's getting wound up, and he may get sent off if he's not careful. Look, big up to 490 if you're already in the house already. Big up to you. 420 just keeps going up. Or here's Frankfurt header on now. Tottenham just don't look fluid. There's Solanke. But Solanke, good stuff from Solanke. Solanke out to Sonny. Sonny on the wing. We've got the overlap from your doggy. Your doggy now gets the ball in. Oh, it's nearly there. Header out for Madison, but it's Frankfurt to get it out. Frankfurt now looking for the ball. Romero does his job. Bentancur to Van de Ven. Van de Ven now to Porro. Porro with the ball. Back to Romero. Romero to Porro. Looking for something. Looking for action. Doesn't. Gets off a Frankfurt player out for a throw-in.
Yep, off of Nathaniel Brown right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
We've got
Get forward.
now
Get
Van
forward.
de
There
Ven
you go.
coming forward. Oh, here's now Tottenham.
Oh.
Solanke. Oh, nearly. Go on, Berg. We'll have a crack, son. Here's Van de Ven. Van de Ven now to Solanke. Oh, over the top. Johnson didn't even jump for it. He didn't even. Did he jump for it?
Yeah, it just looked like it just went off the. It looked like it just went off the top of the. Here we go. Here's the replay. So
yeah, go on. Talk us through it here, Steve. Go on.
Yeah, and so it was Solanke that put the ball on, and then it looked like he jumped a little bit, but he just hit it off the wrong part of his head. Yeah, he got. Oh no, you know what? It actually just might be a corner.
That's what I'm thinking. Is that not a corner?
That's a corner. That went straight off the defender right there. Yeah, but it was offside.
Offside anyway. Yeah. Oh, we don't. Do you know what? We're still in it at 1-0. If we go 2-0 down, then I think we've got problems. That's the problem. We have to come out now. We have to attack. We can't just sit back anymore. And that leaves gaps at the back. And we've already seen our defense is missing Jed Spence, by the way.
Yeah.
Why he did. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, would you be surprised if Spence came on at half?
No, I wouldn't. I think he made a mistake in dropping Jed Spence. I think Udogie and Porro are not a good combination. I think Porro and Spence are a better combination.
Especially attacking up the left side with Sonny. Spence is actually better for Sonny in the build-up play because Spence doesn't lose the ball.
Oh, it's gone out for a corner. The goalkeeper got into a model. The youngster, and this is not their number one goalkeeper, by the way. This is their backup goalkeeper who could end up being the Kingsky. Do you remember when his debut against Liverpool and absolutely played a blinder? Good evening to Mick. Good evening, Dermot and co. Went to the hospital yesterday, waited 4 hours, and then got that's shocking. That is shocking. But yeah, that is shocking, Mick. That is shocking, man. Gixie says 20 minutes of crap. Do you know what? I'm the most delusional fan out there. It is. It's been rubbish. It's been absolute rubbish. I think the occasion's got to them. Do you know that?
You know what's crazy is like you could see Pedro Porro upset right there. They can't even hit the overlap correctly right now. On top of the fact that we have absolute shit corner takers. So I will just say it that Gitsy 9T4 is correct. It has been literally 20 minutes of crap.
It has. As I said, at 1-0, we're still in the tie. We'll go 2-0 down, then it becomes very difficult. Then I think because you know what we like when it comes to intimidating atmospheres, we just crumble, and we're crumbling already at home. Frankfurt haven't beaten us at home. Do you know?
Now, what I will say is though that we actually have been pretty decent in European road games this season. We're not as bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There was some bad performances, but that being said, it's like we've actually done well in the cup competitions this year. And I don't know, man. I'll give credit where credit's due. They had a pretty good European league phase, and I think they did really well in the Leagues Cup.
Yeah, they did. But if you look at Galatasaray, you look at Rangers, you know, I mean, this referee also is a bit of an idiot as well, by the way. A couple of his decisions are a little bit I don't get. But Tottenham just need to get their ass into gear, need to click into gear and just get going here. Here's now Johnson back to Porro. Porro crossfield ball, lovely ball to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven now going on to the left side with with Sonny. Sonny trying to cut in, chips it back there a little bit to Madison. Madison now
Get
to
runners forward.
Bendingham. Yeah,
Oh, there's
and
another
again we lose it in midfield again, and the referee
we
says
got it
no,
right
it wasn't
back.
handball. Tottenham get a break, but again we're losing it. They're losing.
Like
it
I understand switching the side of the field because you want to get your you want to get the defenders moving in a certain direction, but you also have to commit runners forward. And we're not only are we not committing multiple runners forward, so we can't play.
Has he given it?
We can't. No, I don't think so.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, Nathaniel Brown again. So, like, not only are we not committing runners to get forward, so we can't even play in a cross, but we don't. I don't think that we actually had a shot on target tonight.
No, we haven't.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't.
No, we haven't. I mean, it was a cracking goal scored by the Frankfurt player, by the way.
Yeah, Editike. He's
Yeah.
so good. By the way, did you know we were actually linked with Editike when he was in Ligue 1?
Yeah, I did.
We could have had it.
Here's Bergville. Bergville now to Porro. Bergville on the ball. Tottenham moving forward now. Brendan Johnson, good stuff. Across coming in. Solanke looking for the ball. Frankfurt get it out. Referee gets in the way. He stops the ball, and it is a Frankfurt ball. I think he's going to give it back to Frank. Madison is moaning like hell. Madison is just moaning all the time. He's like a moaning mini. Just get on with it, Madison.
Dude. Halftime subs, Jed Spence, and let's bring in Papstar.
Yeah.
These are the games that drive me crazy with James Madison. He just picks and chooses when he wants to show up. And tonight, the biggest game of the year, he's in our chat and not on the field.
Yeah. Oh, God. I wonder how the chat are reacting to this now. Big up to Shamu. Big up, Boris. I'm not going to lie. I don't understand why we played Son when Teller and Odegaard are free. Well, apparently Odegaard's got a hamstring injury, but he's on the bench. I don't understand that either. Big up to Tequila. Says most Premiership players get into a model. The rest of us have to pay 25,000 for an hour. I get what you're getting at. Very funny, Tequila. I think I know what you're getting at. And again, that fullback for Frankfurt is playing very well, by the way. And Frankfurt seem more up for it. Yeah. And again,
Nathaniel Brown, U.S. men's national team.
Yeah. It's just we're not playing well at all. Big up to everyone. 522 of you in the house. Do come over and hit a like and subscribe on both channels if you can. Really would help, guys. Hit that like button. Get us out on the subscription. Big up to you, Tequila, putting the links in. Put the link in for the play pouch as well, Tequila, if you can. Big up. He's putting all the links in. Big up, Tequila. Anyway, here's Sonny. Sonny with a crossfield ball. Solanke running for it. Gets it. Well done. Boris saying, Coys, I think we've scored. Yeah. It's been done. It's Porro. It's 1-1.
Big goal right there. And that changes everything. That gets the crowd back into it. It also changes the momentum right there. That was exactly what this game needed right now.
Come on. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Come on, Porro. And there's Frankfurt. They're absolutely fuming with each other. Change the scoreboard, Dermo. Change the scoreboard. Oh, I think his wife's expecting. I think that's why he's doing that.
And by the way, that was a beautiful ball in right there from Sonny.
Yeah.
And then there's the cross, and there's Pedro Porro, who's actually playing the Dom Solanke role right there. And by the way, he was surrounded by three Frankfurt defenders, and he just puts a nice little flick on the net right there. Credit to James Madison. Credit to James Madison for putting that ball in there. I know we were just talking trash against James, but I'll tell you what, man, that was a good ball in.
He's answered us. He answered us. There was Porro, jumped on top of Madison, arms around them, arms in the air. And look at them. The Frankfurt players look really angry, having a go at one another. Big up to the chat that were ahead of us, but here's Frankfurt now. Well,
By
that
the way,
now,
man, what a response! What a response!
yeah. Oh, here's Frankfurt. Frankfurt now. Oh, is he going to have a crack? He is, you know. Unlucky. Good defending by Spurs, but Frankfurt get it back again. This is not going to be good. Oh, good save there from Vicario. He runs out like an absolute
Push it forward. Push it forward. Don't play it back. God damn it. There you go. Play it forward.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's a free kick. Good on you, ref. Go on. Book him. Go on, book him. Go on. He deserves a booking with a hairstyle like that.
That is quite the ponytail, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some ponytail, that. But Tottenham are level. Now, come on, Spurs fans. Get behind the team. Get behind the channel. Big up to everyone. Leon are 1-0 up against Man United. Gixie, keep me informed on the Man United as well. I don't know how Rangers are getting on. Are they winning or losing? I hope they're getting stuffed.
Good. I swear to God, I cannot stand Manchester United.
No. Oh, I'm sorry for calling them like I'm Rebel.
Here we go.
1-0 down. Oh, here's Tottenham now. Oh, here's
ball over the top.
Poro put the cross in. Oh, Sonny there with a flick on, doesn't get it, but James Madison does. Madison checks, goes past one, goes past two, passes it back to your doggy, and it comes off a Frankfurt player. Tottenham now dominating now, trying to press the press, trying to get a second goal. And here's your doggy. Oh, is that a free kick? So, it is a free kick. Good on you.
FTSN Colm says no English club is winning this tournament. Not with that attitude, they're not.
Big up to Colm.
Not
Big
with that
Colm.
attitude, sir.
Big up Colm there. Maybe he's got a point, but Lazio lost their first quarterfinal 2-0, by the way.
But this right here, this quarterfinal is, it has the makings of a potential final. So if Spurs can get past Frankfurt, this is probably going to be the only test the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And by the way, that cross right there, I think that was by Sonny. Literally just skied it. That was a terrible cross.
Oh, so lovely little flick there. Look at that. Beautiful in the back of the net.
So Irwin says he's got 20 euros on it. On what? Spurs winning it or what?
Yeah, probably is Spurs there. Big up to Poro. Great goal as well. A good response. It took us a while to get going, but we're now back in it. It's 1-1 at the moment. Frankfurt kicked the ball up the pitch. Oh, good header from Van der Ven.
Yeah, was that? I was going to say, was that Mikey right there? Yeah, it sure was. God, I love Mikey Van der Ven. He's dude. He is such a big time performer.
Yeah. You have to do something in this leg to see. Yeah. Do you know what, Conor? I agree with you. We have to win this first leg, and we have to win it well. I'm not confident one iota of us going to Germany and getting anything.
Yeah, it's got to be a 3-goal performance.
Romero, what you doing? What you doing, man? Yeah, it's got to be a 3-1, at least 3-1 tonight. Anything less, then we're getting them. Going to take a long walk off a short pitch. Oh, Jesus. Is it that bad, United? Wow. Is it that bad?
Yeah, that's funny. He's telling Shamu to go take a long walk off a short pier. Come on, man. But by the way, though, I know that on the Irish Hotspur, you guys were talking up a big game against Romero, and don't get me wrong, I love Romero, and I fully agree with you about him needing to stay. But how about some love for Mikey Van de Ven? Like, that dude's the security blanket.
Yeah, he is. He is. Look, half an hour gone. Yeah. Yep. Well, look, for me, Mickey Van de Ven, right? I think he is the security. He is. Another on the cheek would be Thomas. Cheers, tequila. I'm sure Colm doesn't want that on his backside. Rather let everyone in this chat kick me in the nuts.
Oh, wow.
That's
funny.
Dear. Oh dear. But look, I agree with you. Mickey Van de Ven is our blanket. But look, half an hour gone, 32 minutes gone. we're still, we've come into the game more, I feel, as the first half's gone down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel we're putting pressure on now. Another corner to Tottenham. We need a good delivery. And I feel Frankfurt are there for the taking, Steve. I really do.
Oh, well, the first 20 minutes was just doggone awful. But, since that 22 to 25 minute mark, Spurs have actually started, applying the pressure, just kind of ratcheting up a little bit and getting themselves into good areas. You saw that with the Pedro Porro goal, but every time down in the attacking, they just seem to be in the right places right now.
Yeah. Oh, nearly, but no, I would have been offside. If Romero does one of those type of headbutts he did against Southampton, we'll get a goal from a corner. We will. This game is at a knife edge for me. Whoever gets the next goal, I think whoever scores next, I think will win the game. That's why I'm at the moment.
We're a terrible set piece taking team from corners or free kicks. We just don't necessarily have that aerial threat in the box.
No,
I know Romero can do it, and I've seen him do it, but consistency on set pieces is just something we don't have.
Come on. Here's Tottenham now. Tottenham playing some good football now. Here's Romero. Romero with the ball. Romero puts it right now to Porro. Well, Porro goes all the way back to Vicario. Vicario with the ball. Here is
my brother, Vicario.
Here's Romero, the Argentinian bulldog, to the Spanish Matade. De Porro tries to put Solanke dum in. He doesn't get in. Tottenham lose the ball in midfield. Here's Frankfurt with the ball now, trying to play it full. Frankfurt seem rushed. Tottenham seem rushed with the ball. Bentancur. Porro goes all the way back to Vicario. Vicario now with the ball. Puts the ball out to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven looking for the ball to James Madison. Madison looking for options, does find it to Sonny. Sonny, a lovely ball, but gives the ball away. Again, Sonny's not had the greatest of first halves, by the way. Here's Frankfurt now on the ball. Frankfurt looking to go past one, gone past two, brought down. No penalty, says the referee. Frankfurt looking for a goal. Are they going to get a second? Frankfurt putting the pressure on Tottenham, 6s and 7s here. And all of their own making, by the way. Frankfurt getting this bit of pressure. Here's Frankfurt now on the ball, looking to come forward, go back now to the wing. Sonny trying to do his blocking, doesn't go back. Frankfurt looking to get the ball through. He's looking for the run on, doesn't, goes back. Frankfurt taking a steady approach.
Apply that pressure. There you go, Dom. Yeah, you can tell that Sonny's not committed to the press. Good Lord.
Here's now Frankfurt. They're still absolutely. Oh, well done from Bergville. Bergville gets it, but here's Madison now. Looking for options. Finds Sonny. Sonny with the ball to Madison. Madison, lovely crossfield ball. Who's that to? Casper the Ghost. And Casper the Ghost gets there. Oh, Casper the Ghost. Then he scores a goal.
I like the commitment of trying to get balls forward, but that was just a tear. That was it. Like Romero's ball over the top was in the right spot. That one from Madison was just horrible. They just gave away the possession.
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Here's Frankfurt now. And it's brought back. It's another free kick. Do you know what? We look so suspect in the back. It's unreal. We rarely do. Look at Anne. She's absolutely shouting on the touchline. But we look so suspect, Steve, at the back four. I don't know how you feel, but I feel our back four look very edgy. They rarely do.
I will say that on Frankfurt's initial goal, they looked a little lazy tracking back, but since then, I don't know. Like in isolation, they have looked decent, but 1v1 sometimes. It's nice that you have a guy like Bergvall who's willing to go back and play defense.
Here's Frankfurt now with a free kick.
Last time down the field, Bergvall was huge.
And it's a free kick to Spurs as Bergville gets bundled over. Coming up now, the 37 minutes gone, 1-1. Of course, Tottenham do play on Sunday. The second leg is next week. Of course, in Germany, where I'm fearful. I am really fearful. But here's your doggy.
What's your thought about halftime subs, knowing that we have Wolves coming up this weekend? Is there going to be? Do you think there's going to be an emphasis on heavy rotation right around the 60th minute? I mean, just to save some legs for Wolves. I mean, like what? How do you see this playing out, Dermot?
I think, look, sod Wolves. We just got to make sure we win this tie. So keep the players on as long as they can. I think you need to put Tell on and take Sonny off. I think Madison's now starting to grow into the game, but you're probably bring Papa Sarr on for Bergville, I think, as well. That would
Nice,
be my
nice.
two. Oh, what a run from Bergville. Here's
I like
Sonny
that
now.
one. Ball
Can he
over.
get a cross in? He can. Good save that was from the keeper.
I actually, Tequila,
Yeah, exactly.
I care about Wolves because we've already seen it taking opponents lightly. Leicester City, Ipswich the first time around,
Yeah.
where we ended up we had losing games we had no business losing, and going to Molineux to play Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves are going to play hard, and I
Yeah.
just don't want to see us drop points against Wolves.
I agree. Big up to James. He says, "Big up Dermot." James here dropping in. Coys. Big up James. Hope you're doing well, man. I agree with.
What's up, James?
I agree with Tequila. Not before. Who cares about this? Is where
Nice ball over.
Oh, here's lovely ball. Oh, Madison lost it. Unlucky. Yeah, I get it. The Premier League's your bread and butter, but we've got a European title win. It's not like we're going to get anything. We're not going to get anything in the league. Oh, I mean, Jesus.
I understand that, Dermot. Like the league is gone, but that being said, you still want to collect as many points as you can between now and the rest of the season.
I get that,
and there's a responsibility with this. And Jesus, Poro went down. Yeah, and the thing about it is like I understand it's Wolves, but it's still important. And you still have to keep that in mind as well, too, because, again, we were talking about Ange in the context of not only this game, but, that game against Wolves is also equally as important. I do agree that we need to win this game and we got to, keep our players on as much as they can. But I don't know, man. Like, I still see a situation where we might see heavy rotation, like in the 60th minute.
Yeah, maybe. Look. I get it. Look, I get Owen says every single game is now important. I get that, but I just think the importance of winning this competition and all the eggs have to go into one basket. Look, if we get we should beat Wolves. To be fair, we should get a result. So look, it's important, but it's important tonight that we win, and we have to make sure that we go to Germany with us really just needing a draw to win, to get through. And the problem is 1-1 for me is not a good result going away. We have to win big tonight. And the problem is if we make too many changes, then we've seen it before, we just fall apart. We've lost games where we've made heavy rotation and the players that have come on haven't made an impact, haven't made what they're supposed to do, and we've ended up losing games. So I get your point, and I think it's a right point that we have to take every game seriously. But I just feel Wolves would take care of itself. We need to do the business tonight and get the result tonight, because if we don't, as I said, if we go over with a draw, we will lose in Germany because we cannot handle intimidating atmospheres. You know that as well as I do. It's not happened like under Ange, but it's happened on Mourinho, Conte, when we've gone to places. Yeah, as well. Yes, we don't travel well in Europe. But Frankfurt are a good side that they've won this competition. They know how to win games. They know how to win this tournament. And
they didn't Frankfurt win a trophy just a few years ago?
Yeah, they beat West Ham, I think, in the final, didn't they? I think penalties, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I think Frankfurt recently won a trophy, but I'm just saying, there could be a case for being a little bit mindful about the substitutions and when they use them. That being said, do you think we see Richarlison or Mikey Moore tonight?
I would like to see Mikey Moore. I think Mikey Moore can do a job tonight. Richarlison probably get him on because of his height. If Odegaard's fit, I bring him on. I bring him on for Sonny because for me, as Sonny tonight hasn't played well. I think we haven't really got that number 10 man that can play in the role. And I think Maddison's grown into the game as the game's gone on. But Tottenham now playing some good stuff here on the left side, little one-touch football triangle stuff, what they've done in the training field. Here's Bentancur now, puts it right to Porro. Porro now pushes forward, loses it again. And here's Frankfurt on the counter-attack, who counter-attack very well, by the way. And it is a throw-in. That's the worry for me.
Dude,
I agree with Gixie. I don't know what you think.
I agree with him.
Yeah, it has been a shocking performance. And
do you know what? I'm encouraged about the second leg though? Is we get Kulu back for the second leg. That's at least according to reports. We're going to get Kulusevski back now. What kind of role he's going to have, who knows? But getting that type of creative player back on the right side, in tandem with Brendan Johnson and Pedro Porro, it's going to be huge.
It is. And look, I don't want to go overboard with this. Look, it's 1-1. The game is still early. Look, we're coming up to half time, but there's still plenty of football to be played. There's still plenty of football to go. And look, we could end up winning this 3 or 4-1 and end up really putting the game out of.
How was that not a whistle?
Free kick.
How was that not a whistle right there?
Yeah, what worries me is Frankfurt on the counter attack. They are dangerous, and that worries me. If we switch off, we could quite easily go 3-1 down. We have to. For me, I'm saying it now. We have to go in with a 3-1 performance. Rangers are 0-0, down to 10 men. Big up, Colin. Can you keep me updated, Colin, with the scores, please, in the chat, man, if you don't mind?
Yeah,
Chris, I agree with you.
Agree with that. I totally agree with that.
We'll get into that at half time. Like, we will go through it because I feel Spence has to come on, and I think Odegaard has to come on for Sonny. But here's Frankfurt. Frankfurt are very good at keeping the ball, by the way, and very good at the ball. But Tottenham's performance, Andrew will not be happy with this performance, by the way. He will not be happy.
Everything just looks slow. Everything just looks slow tonight.
I'm going to say it now. I don't know how you feel. We will probably get this in final score as well. We're on at 10:15, by the way, guys, for final score. So do join us for our instant goals. But here's Frankfurt and Tottenham here now. Oh, nice Tottenham here. It's 3-0. That could have been 2-1 Frankfurt.
Ooh.
Yeah, Voodoo. Boris, I don't know how far you're ahead of me, Boris, but if you are ahead of us, guys, can you not ruin it for us? And it is just halftime now. It is not even a minute halftime now. I need to stop scoreboard. Me saying, can you not ruin it? And it is halftime.
Yeah. We are at the half, for sure.
Right. Right. I want to start with that last bit of play, right? I'll tell you what we do need to do first, though. Before we get anywhere, to give time to get Steve a time to get a drink and do a toilet break, whatever he needs to do, we need to give a shout out to our channel sponsor. Our channel sponsor tonight, of course, is Private Internet Access with our Irish superstar in Cillian O'Connor. He starred in many great programs because of Doncaster Blinders. He is in the running. We're hearing to be the new 007. We're hearing. I don't know if he can confirm or deny this, but there is rumor, and there's rumors Tequila's in the run to play Q. So we don't know if this is true. Please let us know, guys, if this is true or not.
Peaky Doncaster Blinders. I like that. That's great.
Yeah, Doncaster Blinders. He also starred in another great film is I Hate the Glazers. That was a great film. And he also starred in a great film which he won an Oscar for. He won an Oscar for this film in I Love Sir Alex. I Wish He Was Back. But it is the one and only Cillian O'Connor. He is going to tell you all about our private internet access, but I don't know how to discuss it. I don't know how to say it. I'm just going to say, Colin, over to you, son. Take it away.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there. But I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about private internet access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as private internet access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPN's very easy to use. Private internet access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well. As you can see, and you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem. And it's unlimited devices. One equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private internet access. Get yours now.
And also codes for €45 for 2 years, plus 4 months free. Even Steve cannot find a better. Can you send me a link? Could you put a link in the chat, because Tequila needs it for his link book for your channel?
Yeah.
So you just put it into the group chat if you can, and I'll get that over to Tequila. Yeah, there you go, Tequila. There you go. What I'll do is, if that's all right, Tequila. Sorry. Yeah, even Steve, even Donald Trump cannot do you a better deal on VPN than that. Not even our Taoiseach Micheál Martin can do you a better deal. But there you go, €45. The link is in the description below, and maybe Tequila can put the link into the chat as well for guys. All right, boys, great show so far. See you all tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow, James. Tomorrow night, and I think you're joining us for that. Are you around 8 o'clock our time?
Yeah, I'll be around, man. We're doing our Friday recap for sure. We'll be around, and we'll be around for Saturday for the pre-match build-up, and then Sunday for the watch-along. So for sure I'll be around.
Saturday, guys, do get over, because we're also on Big Up Saturday night. So hit that QR code above Steve as well, where we are gonna ask.
Also,
go on.
I was gonna say on my stream as well too, Saturday morning. We have our Saturday morning special show, and we are still waiting to hear back from somebody. One, Dave Harris from the Irish Hotspur, but also, it's an opportunity for us again on my channel to have that discussion, Derma, about today's game, and then also the matchup versus Wolves as well too. So it's gonna be fun. Head over to Stateside Footy, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and don't miss that Saturday morning.
Yeah, 12 o'clock Irish time. We will be there. I'm looking forward to that, man. I look forward to that Saturday, 12 o'clock. Perfect. I like the lunchtime show. And also, it's perfect because the Grand Prix on this weekend as well. And it's on a reasonable town. It is on a reasonable time. What did you make of that first half, Steve? Not a great first half. There's a lot of people in the chat. Very funny, Tequila. Don't make me... You're trying to make me laugh, man. Don't do it. I know where you're going, but don't do it. You naughty boy. There is people in the chat. I said it. This is what somebody said in the group chat, right? And I'll tell you one thing. I think it's true. He put in here no shape, no tactics, no movement, no idea. Now, he's at the game. Now, we can only see so far on the TV screen, but you could probably see more at match. But I don't think he's far wrong, what he's saying there. There was no shape, no tactics.
Correct.
Do you agree with that assessment first? Is that the first half in a nutshell?
So, take Poro's goal off, and it makes me wonder, number one, did that performance this last Sunday in the first half where Spurs emptied their gas tank against Southampton, Have they fully recovered? Because they look a
No.
full step slow today.
Yeah.
And this was one of the bigger issues so far during this Europa League campaign, is playing every 3 days, that this team never really recovered, and we kind of saw some of those performances throughout.
Yeah.
And so that's my first question, is whether or not they were at full strength coming in, because even when Spurs have looked at their most inconsistent, they still looked a full step quicker. Tonight they just look sluggish and they look slow. I think their sharpness, especially when it comes to crosses, but also forward passes, they just don't seem to be clean. They don't seem to be crisp. I guess the best word to describe this, Derma, is disjointed. They look incredibly disjointed.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're just showing some of the clips here now, and it's just I cannot get big up the column. I'll just very quick forget my response, by the way, to showing the goal from Porro, cracking goal, by the way. Rangers 0-0, United are 1-1, so United get one back. Chelsea did win 3-0 full time, so they're probably in semi-finals. Florentino are 1-0 up. I won't even pronounce that team's names.
Gardens.
Rapid Vienna 0-0. Big up, Colin. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Big up to Wayne Bunner. He says, it does piss me off how limited our attack is, constantly getting the ball wide, putting it into the box. We're not being creative enough. Big Bad Ron. Big up. Madders reaches 20 goals and assists in all competitions. Well done, the Pyro. Great assists and goal. Big up to Big Bad Ron. Big up. So I haven't seen you for a while. Do pick up your membership, guys. Please do send a super chat. If you want to ask me and Steve a question, send it in. Put it into a super chat or even a super sticker. Do send in the super memberships. It really does. And if you want to share the love, send a bit of membership sharing as well. Maybe it all helps the channel grow if you can. It keeps us doing what we love doing. We're not backed by big companies. We all do this off ourselves. I have to pay an awful lot out when it comes to the stuff I use, and it's all about all of us as a channel growing as a brand. So if you do, it does. I know it's hard times out there. I know it is tough, but every little helps. It really does. So please do. Big up to Carson. That's my problem, Wayne. As they get the ball out the sun, he shits the bed with no confidence and loses the ball. Big up David Clark, my nemesis. Big up Mr. Clarkey. It says, like I said, all season, most of these players just don't have the technical ability to compete at the highest level. I watched PSG yesterday, and you look at PSG. They both played the same type of football, and he is right when he says, and I think I agree with him. Most of the players don't have the technical ability to compete at the highest level. I think he's spot on with that, Steve.
What I will say about this is I agree to an extent with certain players, but it's not just technical ability. It's the fact that a lot of these guys have never played in this high tempo system that involves the work rate needed to compete in an edge system. So on some aspects, yes, technical ability, but that being said, to play in an edge system, you have to have a high motor and you have to be committed to it. And I just don't think a lot of these players fit. And that to me is the biggest problem, because again, it gets back to, is Ange Postecoglou on the same page as Johan Langer and Daniel Levy? Because if it was, we would actually have the players that actually fit into the system and instead of trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Big up to David. I think you're right on that. I agree with you, David. And I don't often do have a bit backwards and forwards, but I do bow down to how long you've been watching the game as well. So
but I also want to say that PSG has no problem spending the money on the best players in the world. Where Tottenham Hotspur do not buy the same caliber player.
And that's where we fall down, because we don't spend the money, and we should be spending the money. Big up to you, David.
Correct.
Well done. Big up to Wayne. It says it's not just that, Carl. It's the fact that it's simply the only way to score. Too limited, especially with some of the players. Big up to you.
Correct.
Big up to James. It says he 100 agrees with David. Yeah, I think we all do.
Correct.
I have to sell my.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Darren. Sorry.
I have to sell my body to locals who recycle bottles to make money from the recycle machines.
I'm skinned. I will say that there are many ways to skin a cat, right? To score a goal. And it does seem like it does very well seem like Spurs are only trying one way to score a goal. But that being said, it gets back to the technical ability as well too. But it also could be that again, like these guys just don't historically play in this type of system and are having trouble adapting to the rules that they're asked to being played. Because Sonny, like in a Pochettino system or a Jose Mourinho or Antonio Conte system, he was just asked to make forward runs and he can invert and run to the post. But with Ange's system, they have him so wide to the touchline where now he doesn't have the speed and strength to cut in and be Sonny.
Yeah,
square pigs.
Tequila hits the nail on the head. He says, "I do you know what? I think that's the comment of the night for me. That just sums up Tottenham Hotspur. It does absolutely. Look, square pegs in round holes has been going for it since Enid took over, way before the clown came in. I think that sums up our football club there and there. It really does. Big Bad Rom says we need to bring Johnson Solanke more into the game. It's all down the left side. There was
agreed.
something I wanted to say. Where was it? Oh, here we go. Ron Tyler. Big up, Ron boy. How you doing, sir? Great to see you in. He says we need at least 2 clear goals.
100%.
Yeah, we do. 1-1. 1-1.
There's Richie
I want
right
to ask
there.
you a question. I want to ask the chat their question. Right. Say we lose this 2-1 tonight. I don't want us to lose, by the way. I want us to win. And I want us to win well. But I have to put the hard questions in. I have to ask the difficult questions. So I have to look at it both sides, right?
Yeah.
If we lose 2-1 tonight, is there a option, or is there a sort of a idea of, right, sack Ange now as the players start to come out for second half and put in Ryan Mason for the second leg? Do we just have to bite the bullet somewhere along the line? Or if we lose this 3-1 tonight, do we bite the bullet? But on the flip side of that, if we win 3-1 and we go on to win this competition, do you keep Ange? So what do you know? Do you want to answer that? I know it's a double-sworded question.
Yeah, no, and it's not complicated because so let's say we do lose 2-1, the margin of victory is still there because you're only down 1 goal in the aggregate, and anything could happen in that second leg. But if they lose 3-1 tonight, or if they lose worse than 3-1, or if it's like 4-1 or some crooked number, at that point, you know for a fact that the second leg is meaningless. Unless something miraculous happens in Germany, this thing is over. And at that point, it would probably make sense to sack Ange. Tonight's game is that important for this team. And they can't afford to put up a crooked number. But that being said, if they go on to win it, or if they go on to at least reach a final, you would probably think that's enough that probably might be enough to bring back Ange at least for the start of next season.
Yeah.
But that being said, because when you look at the overall season in context, right, they got to within 90 minutes of Wembley in the Leagues Cup. And if they get to a final and they're 90 minutes away from hoisting a trophy, you would think that at the very least, Ange has something to hang his head on. But that being said, if they get blown out in the second half and it's 3-1, 4-1, 100%. And as much as I don't want to see Ryan Mason, that probably is going to be the guy they turn to, unless they want to bring back a retread like a Sean Dyche for the rest of the season, or maybe I don't really think this is realistic. But I've heard the name bring back Harry Redknapp for the rest of the season, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I don't get you saying no changes. Big up Boris said no changes for either side in second half. Tottenham here have started. They've started the same way they started the first half, a little bit gingerly, but it is a free kick. Yeah, go on, man.
I was going to ask you, what do you think about that?
Look, if we look, it depends. If we lose 3-1, then I think he needs to go tonight. There's no question about that. Because if this is the only thing, and we did break the news that this is what's keeping him in this job, then what's the point of keeping a lame duck manager in the job? As much as I want Ange to do well, and I really want Ange to prove everyone wrong and win, I think the football club has to come first. I think any bias you have to any manager has to come first. I think 1-1 is a good result for Frankfurt, to be fair.
Right.
I really do, but I think these players do not like playing under pressure. Do not like playing
I
when
would
it really
agree.
matters, and
I would
they're
agree.
too soft. And again, as
I
you
would
can
agree with
see,
that too.
Madison that starts the second half, moaning to the referee again. Forget what the referee did in the first half. Get your head in the game for the second half and put in a performance. But Spurs have actually started this second half better, actually, to be fair to them. They've come out. They've been a bit more forceful in their play. They're pushing forward. But as I said before, Frankfurt are a brilliant counter-attack team. We have to go into the second leg with a 3-1 win. If we do, then I think Ange is here to the end of the season. If we lose 2-1 or 3-1,
Well, yeah.
I think Ange goes tonight.
Because if we win 3-1 tonight, then all you have to do is play. Like, I hate to say it, all you have to do is park the bus and play for a draw in the second leg. As long as they're tactically sound in that second leg, they move on to the semis. But that being said, it's this it's unbelievable. I don't mean to sound hyperbolic, but this half is unbelievably crucial.
It is. This half is so crucial for our season. And look, I know people will be saying why you being negative, and it was a good move. Crossed by your doggy.
Bad cross though.
Yeah, that was a good cross. I don't think to keep going thing on it. But Frankfurt are a good side. They're probably one of the best sides in this, and they have won this competition before. I just don't know. Look, as I said, the next goal's crucial. If Spurs get it, I think we'll go on to win it 3-1. If Frankfurt get it, I think it depends how we come back from that. I don't want Tottenham to lose. I've never backed my team to lose. I back us to win all the way, but you have to be
100%.
a realist as well. You have to be a realist and more of a way of of being honest with yourself, and we just have to do it. Our Rangers are right dirty gits. VAR overturned the yellow to get a red. It was never a yellow, should have been a straight red. Well, I'll tell you VAR again, Colin. I'm gonna have a discussion when you're when your eases off you at work. Here's Tottenham now. Unlucky. Frankfurt Frankfurt look a little bit here's Frankfurt now on the attack.
Yep.
Lovely crossfield ball. Here's Tottenham a stretch now, coming back, trying to get back in. Lovely crossfield ball now. Tottenham giving Frankfurt a bit of room.
Nice pass.
No.
Good defense right there.
No. Good defense in football from Spurs. Tottenham 6s and 7s in the defense. Jesus Christ. We can't defend to save our life.
I'll tell you what, though, that was a nice move to free up a runner right there. That was such a good pass, and I'll give Spurs credit defending right there, because that to me, right when that pass happened, I was like, we're going down.
Yeah.
We're going down 2-1 right there. But I'll say this, give credit to get back the possession. But right now, here's Frankfurt's putting on a nice little bit of pressure right here.
Here is that's a free kick. Well done, referee.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Gixie says we just can't defend. We never have control.
100%.
Do you know what? I think he should took a shot. I think we were lucky he passed that. The fact that number 4 hasn't had any cards given to him is put. Yeah, I know. I'm really surprised. The referee's been brutal tonight, to be fair. Big up 718 of you watching. on all across all networks. Wow. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the fact, guys. Here is yeah, go on.
I was going to ask you a quick question. So let's say that hypothetically speaking, let's say that we do lose 3-1 tonight and they do sack Ange. Is it Ryan Mason the rest of the way, in your opinion?
Has to be. I would love to bring in Harry Redknapp, to be fair. An old hand to the guy that's true to the end of the season, but Harry's not going to want to come back and work Saturday because he loves his horse racing. He might say to Levy, look, I can do the midweek games, Levy, Daniel, but can I have my Saturdays off? This keeper for Frankfurt looks dodgy as hell, by the way. We're not putting enough pressure on this keeper, by the way, either.
No, and that's the troubling aspect is like we're getting forward, but we're not committing runners forward. It seems like we're hell bent on slowing things down and playing this, this slower tempo.
Oh no! Oh, what's the referee giving? Nothing. Colin says, "Yeah, go on."
I was going to say Spurs, Spurs looked, they feel the anticipation when they're breaking on the counterattack, and then they just slow everything down.
Yeah. Big up to Colin. Leon drop into the ground every time they touch. Oh God. Oh, here's Frankfurt now. Oh God. Tottenham now. Oh, Tottenham being stretched here at the fence, but here's Frankfurt. What they're gonna do?
Nice defense. Nice defense there.
Defense there. Well done from Spurs. And Spurs get it, and it is a free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Big up to Tequila. Give Danny Boy the job. He has tried to be a manager for 25 years. Let the youngsters... Exactly. I agree with the second part. Boris says, please take Son and Brenner off. Yeah. Odegaard and Tell. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Matisse Tell. Maybe I'm just not a big believer of his ability to play the wing. But I kind of like to see Mikey more.
Yeah, I would too.
I just think he's a better winger. I prefer to see Tell play centrally as a number 9. I just think he's better.
I just got a funny comment from I've joined the Irish Hotspur group chat again, and because I'm a big fan of Nintendo and Mario. The lads take the piss at me because I've got a massive Mario behind me here. And the lads reckon I spend time with Mario. It does get a little bit mind-bending, some of the things that come out within the group chat. Like, another Leon player's gone to the ground. What a surprise. Columns in stitches rolling around on the floor. Either that or he's chucking a mug at the TV. But here's Tottenham. Colin, why are United so shit, mate? Why are we so shit at times? But here's Burfield.
Oh,
go on, Burfield. Have a crack.
Bergvall off the post. What a great shot right there.
Oh, what a shot from Bergvall. Absolute belter. And it hit the crossbar. That was going in the top corner. Come on, Tottenham. Come on. Let's be having you. Come on.
When was the last time you saw a teenager with this much technical ability? He impresses me.
Yeah, I tell you, he really does. Let's be having you. Come on.
I'm trying to rack my brain. Who was the last Spurs teenager that hit the ground running like this with so much technical ability?
You would have to go back to Glenn Hoddle. Yeah, maybe in the chat, let us know what you think on that. It's a good question, actually. Tottenham now putting a bit of pressure. Brennan Johnson, good stuff to Bergfield now, starting to run the midfield now. Tottenham are putting a bit of pressure on here now. Go on, Porro. Good cross in. Solanke, Dom loses it.
Go! What a save!
What a save!
So I was like, shit, Sonny just scored. Oh no. Yeah, Dele Alli hit the ground run.
Yeah, Dele Alli.
What a save.
Yeah. Oh, what a save. See, Boris doesn't like history. He just goes back.
I feel bad.
Joking, Boris. What a save from the keeper. What a shot from Sonny, though. We
I
need
feel
to
bad.
we need to push on with our we
Yep.
need to push on our advantage here now. We really do.
Oh, we just missed it again.
Oh, fuck it now.
Betting
That could have
core, we're
been
so-
3-1.
Uh,
Oh, what
we
a
are-
save.
we're-
What a
like, we
header,
are-
by the way.
yeah,
Good
we are
header from
playing.
Bentancur. Oh,
Yeah,
hit the
we,
crossbar.
We are
Keeper never
playing
got
much.
touch to it.
We are attacking with far more enthusiasm in the second half than we saw in the first.
Leave
They're
Boris
actually, you know,
alone,
they're
Dermo.
act- th-
Sorry,
yeah.
Keeler.
They're actually being a little bit brave in the attack and
Yeah.
risking shots on net. They're looking pretty good. They're going to score. Yeah, that's exactly right, Boris. Take chance. Take some risk.
I was only joking, by the way, Tequila, but Boris, by the way, I was only having tongue in cheek. That's all
I
that
feel
was.
that.
Sorry.
Oh, you don't
Sorry,
need to
Tequila.
apologize, but
Oh, God. Tottenham chat. This is what worries me. We've had these chances, and you just feel, is it our night? And you just feel it is. Much better start. Yeah, James. Much better start second half. Absolutely to that. Here's Vicario. Vicario now to Romero, the Argentinian bulldog. Go on. Show some bite to the Swedish
go.
Messi. Here we go. Here's Porro, the Matador from Spain, to the Welsh wizard in Brennan
nice
Johnson.
play. Ooh,
Good
that was
stuff
nice
from
play.
Spurs now. Tottenham starting to turn the crew. Madison
Oh!
goes in. Madison. Oh, what a save again from the keeper.
But
If we don't win this, we should win this 3-1 now.
They're creating so much space inside the box now. And there's Madison. There's Madison.
Yeah. Was joking as well. I know you were, man. I know you were. I tell you one thing, we need to take our chances though, because this is the problem. We don't take our chances.
I'll say
and
this
is a good save. Can I just say the goalkeeper's done very well for Frankfurt, by the way?
Not bad. I will say that the last 3 times down the pitch, they put in very, very good high quality shots on net. So to your point, Dermot, they actually are taking their chances.
Yeah. And there's Ange again. What's Ange? What's wrong now? Shaking the head.
There was the whistle that went against Madison right there.
We finally awakened the Spurs crowd. Yeah. The problem, what worries me is, you know what football's like yourself, Steve. Football can be a cruel mistress.
Well, right, because for as good as Spurs are in their buildup and their attack, all it takes is for one counterattack and Frankfurt can pop one in.
Like this. Here's
nice
Frankfurt
defense.
now. Good defending. Good defending. But
hustle to the ball.
Oh shit.
Nice block.
Good defending again.
I just don't think we have the legs to defend right now.
No. We look very leggy.
Yep. Ange needs to make a double or a triple.
He does. Archie Gray on for Romero, do you think? Or Van de Ven?
Ooh. Good question. Great question. I don't know, man. I kind of want to see both Romero and Van de Ven play a 90.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good cross. I kind of want to see Archie Gray in that number 6 role. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about it. I kind of want to see him a little bit more in the midfield. But the first subs off the bench are I would like to see Jed Spence come on for Udogie. And I'd like to see Papsar come in for
Hello, DJ. Put something in. Coys with a fire. Have Tottenham. Are you lads ahead of us? Has something happened?
I want to see Papsar for Bergvall.
Yeah. And Boris says Gray for Bentancur. That's a good shout. Yeah. There's Madison. Tottenham, I wouldn't mind seeing defending well.
Because the last couple times, why wasn't that a whistle? Bergvall was just wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, it was. God, she knows. That's a good.
Well, the last couple times we've seen Archie Gray has been in a midfield role.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Comes the break. Oh, that's a nice little pick right there on Sonny. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a whistle.
Now, Gixie says, how is that not a red? Now, this will go to VAR. Sonny is down on the floor. Polax. Let's have a look.
Ooh, I don't know if that's a. Hold on, real
Let's
quick.
see. No,
Oh yeah, the
that's a
tackle
red
coming.
card.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
a
has
red
to be.
card.
That was a
has to
late
be a red
tackle
card.
from Bahoyda.
Yeah,
he
that's a red all
comes
day
in.
long.
Yeah, he comes in far late, but he gets a yellow, huh?
How's that not a red card? How are VAR not looking at that for dangerous play? I didn't know they were quick enough to disallow our goal against Chelsea, by the way, for a dangerous play, and then VAR don't give that. This is what's all wrong with VAR, by the way.
Yeah, that tackle was late.
It was.
But by the way, the pick already happened, and Frankfurt's moving forward, and then the tackle comes in far too late.
Yeah.
Like that, that tackle.
How's that not a free kick? Seriously. Referee, you dumbass.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Oh, well done. Oh shit. Well done for Van de Ven.
Yep, Van de Ven gets back.
Well done. Allows us to get players back. We are so open at the back. We are so open.
Oh. I just think that tackle came in far too late. You know what I mean? Like if it was in the moment when the pick happened, maybe it's still a yellow regardless, but that was just far too late. And by the way, Spurs are lucky not to have conceded right there.
Yeah. We are so defensively, we are so wide open. It's unreal. But they're showing this tackle again. Here we go. He does. Andrew's saying, how is that not a red? And I don't know. But that seemed to have. There's Brendan Johnson. That's not. This referee's an idiot.
I just, I'm surprised because we're in the 63rd minute right now, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any changes yet.
Yeah, so am I. We look so leggy in defense. That's the problem. We just looked, but Van de Ven and Romero both look tired. The back four looks tired. Colm did put a comment in which I want to talk about. He said, I swear to all that is holy in the universe, if Ramos Holland gets pushed off the ball by the force of an attacking stream one more time, I'm going to lose my shit. Fair enough.
Is he a United fan?
Yeah, he's a massive United fan, but also he's my tech guy.
How is that not a whistle?
I know Boris has just put what the F. Do you know? Oh, this is going to be one of these nights. You know that, don't you?
Nice block right there by Pedro Porro.
Have you got the same feeling I've got? It's going to be one of those nights.
I just think Gans needs to make some substitutions before something brutal happens where we can see, because now all of a sudden the momentum seems to have swung to Frankfurt right now.
It has.
Not only are Spurs not getting whistles, and by the way, that was 100% a foul on Brennan Johnson.
How is that not a free kick? The ref is a Wally. The refs. I could think of something stronger, Gixie, than call him a Wally.
What does that mean, a Wally?
A Wally means
a wanker?
Yeah, it's a polite way of calling them that. Oh, good header out. Poor corner though, but great defending work. Well done.
Let's see.
James says the ref is blind as a bat. It is.
Come on, let's see some changes, man.
This is not good for your nerves, I'm telling you. This is an idiot. That's it, James says. Wally means an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to watch this for having a heart complaint. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jazz Fusion. There is still time left. But, the thing about it is I understand why Postecoglou has kept this 11 on the pitch because of what we've seen over the last 15, 20 minutes. But that being said, you can tell that they're starting to get tired.
Yeah. Oh, go on, you doggy. Go on. Oh, he pushes it back now. Come on now. Come on, Spurs. Here's Bentancur. Bentancur now to Manderson. They're playing a bit 1-2 here. 1-2-3. 4 passes in. 5 back to the doggy. 6 all the way back. 7 to Bentancur. 8 to Manderson. 9 now to Romero. Where we're going with
no
this?
Runners. Nobody's
10.
running into the box.
No. 11. I'm counting these passes, by the way. We're just passing it around. 12. Oh, go on, Sonny. Sonny, 13. Back to your doggy. 14. We'll go back to Van der Ven. 15.
Yeah,
we'll go back to Romero. 16 to Porro. 17 to Bagford. 18 to Johnson. 19. 20. 21 back all the way back to Van der Ven again. Van der Ven. 22 to Sonny. Sonny pass. 23. Here comes Tottenham. Oh, unlucky. 23 passes and not one of them went forward. Seriously.
Yep.
Come on. This keeper, come on, Slanky. Come on, Dom. This keeper is gettable. Come on. Jazz says
young
it's a Lily corner. It is.
Look at young Bergvall trying to fire up the south stand.
Yeah.
Another bad.
Ooh. Here's now lovely kick up the ball from Frankfurt now. Tottenham coming back, coming up to the 68th minute. Why is there no subs, Ange? Make a sub, please. For fuck's sake, we're crying out for substitutes. No, he didn't really miss anything.
Bergvall got his pocket picked.
There should be changes now, Steve. There has to be changes.
100%. There should have been changes like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. You're right. The momentum is switching from one end to the other, but Frankfurt seemed to have referee says no free kick, but he has given it. Is he giving a throw or free kick? Thrown, I think.
Yeah, it's
I do you know what? To be fair to the referee, I know some of them he hasn't got all decisions, but he's trying to let the game flow. To be fair to him.
And there is a free kick right there for Pedro Porro.
But I think he's trying to let it flow, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like Frankfurt's going to be the first one to make a change. But that being said, it's like you look at the intensity going forward versus coming back, and it just seems like they have completely just lost a step.
Yeah. It is the player that should have been sent off. Boha, is it Boha?
Yeah, Bahoa.
Yeah, coming on.
Here comes Kaibi.
Yeah, I leave you with the difficult names.
Sounds like he's Italian.
Orange sub. I like Jazz Fusion's like orange sub. It is an orange sub. We need to bring on fresh legs for F's sake. Jesus, Ange. Yeah, big Egypt. I know. I agree with you. We should have made changes. When we had the momentum, we should have brought on fresh legs. Attell. Bring him on for Sonny. Odegaard. Bring on Jed Spence for Christ's sake. Oh. Well caught from the keeper. And again, Manderson's moaning. Stop shaking his fucking hand and just let him get on with the game. Here's Tottenham now.
That would make me so angry. Seeing a teammate, there you go.
Oh, that's a free kick. Now book him.
There's the free kick.
Good little run there from your doggy. And he does get the yellow card too. Well done, referee. I'm beginning to like you now. Beginning to like you, referee.
100%.
Do you know what?
That was the yellow. Oh,
yeah. Do you know what? I think the referee's related to Daniel Levy. You know, I reckon they're brothers.
But By the way, Boris asked you a nice question in the chat.
Yeah, who's moaning more, Dermo or Madison? Madison. Mine's constructive moaning. Madison's just moaning for the sheer fucking hell of it. Mine's more constructive, Boris.
Let's get one in.
Lord. Yeah, come on. 835 of you in the chat, in the watching, the best watch along around on X, on YouTube.
Let's get it in, James.
To everyone. Come on, Maddie. Come on, Maddis. Crosses it in. Oh, it's gone out for a corner. Come on.
Bring in some subs, man. Let's
corner
do
now.
it.
Come on.
71st minute. Let's get in some fresh legs.
Come on. Get the south stand. Sucked up ball in the back of the net. Come on.
We've had 7 corners to their 3.
I know. Come on. Suck that ball in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Porro.
Oh.
Coming in. Oh. Ooh.
That's the second time he's been on target.
Yeah, it is. Third time lucky. Third time lucky. Look, you look at Southampton. We went 2-1 up and we won 3-2. Same thing. I reckon same thing's going to happen again, you know.
3-1.
3-1. We went 2-1 up and we get a penalty in the last minute. I bet you any money that's what's going to happen.
Let's go.
Oh, here's Frankfurt now. We've had more attempts on goal, actually, than Frankfurt. Crosses it in. Heads it back. Oh, diddly and daddly in defence.
There you go. Good way to clear it.
Ange, make a change for Christ's sake. Please.
Come on, big Ange.
Come on, Angie. Make a change for all that is holy.
I know you're letting these guys battle. I understand. And I kind of respect it. But that being said, the momentum is clearly shifted.
It is.
Let's bring on Papsar. Let's bring on Jed Spence.
Yeah, we do look leggy Gixie. Colin says I effing hate United. I don't want to know what's happened over there. Colin. Good.
Let's go.
Come on, Benny. Good defending.
Betancourt's actually hasn't played bad today.
Owen says we don't look like a team that are going for it.
Yes and no.
I think we are, but I think we're just not taking our chances, and that's the problem. If we had a Harry Kane, I think we'd be 3-4-1 up by now.
Well, you had that nice look by Madison, who created his own space to put a shot on. You had 2 Betancourt headers that looked good, that were on target. Just, it is what it is. And then, of course, Bergvall had a nice opportunity that just clings off the post. I would actually go the other way by saying, Spurs are being far more goal dangerous in the second half. Very different than what we saw in the first half. But that being said, I think you and I agree, Derma, that this team right now is quite leggy right now.
It is leggy. It is very leggy. And Conlon says, I'm now a Bath Spartans fan. Gee, has it gone that bad for United?
Blythe Spartans fan, huh?
Yeah, I think the top of the Scottish. I don't know. Right. I just need to drench my my thing. I need to pop out for 2 seconds. Stephen, I'll be back in, man. Okay, we're back in.
Yep. Spurs are controlling the possession here. Nice ball in. Ooh, that's a good tackle right there, but it does get out for a Spurs corner. So Pedro Porro will be in charge of this corner now. Good defense right there. And it was Cudi Romero who was making that nice little run to the box. He was, he took an extra touch right there instead of trying to play one over. So here we go. And this is the 8th Spurs corner. Come on, Pedro. Ball in. And that's going to get deflected, but it comes down. Oh, and there's a whistle. As this thing will go the other way. Credit Frankfurt a little bit, although Spurs have had their opportunities in the second half, but something is going to have to change at this moment right now, as we have a stall right here now, as we are getting set for Frankfurt to restart this. As Frankfurt will now try to play it out the back as they build up their attack. down the right-hand side. There's a deflection. That's going to pop, and here's Van de Ven, who plays it forward.
Good header.
Yeah.
My sound coming through all right, man?
Yes, sir.
Good.
As they lay this way back off to Romero, here's Bergvall.
Go on, Bergie.
Changes direction.
Go on.
Here's Brennan Johnson.
Go on, like a man. Oh, come on, Johnny.
Come
on, Johnson.
Brennan, what are you doing?
What are you doing, man? And it's going out for a goal kick. Column says 3-on-2 counter-attacks. Garincho ignores the easy pass to Zaxi, plays the harder one, bumps to Bruno, who controlled it because who could not control it because it was too hard. No subs yet. Why? We're still asking. I mean, Johnson now, is it?
Yeah, he's hobbling.
Yeah, is he carrying an injury?
Maybe. It looked like he had an awkward fall right there. He's kind of hobbling a little bit. I would probably assume within the next couple of minutes we will start seeing subs. Yeah. This is usually the point where you probably would have seen it like 10 minutes ago, but
yeah,
because of the importance of this game is the reason why these guys are still on the pitch.
Yeah. Good header from Romero. Problem is we look so leggy now and we look tired. Yeah. And the idea of fresh legs is to, I mean, Solanke has worked his socks off up front tonight, by the way. The work he has done. I mean, but come on, Angie. This is 77 minutes. You've got to be making changes yet. You telling me Spence, Sarr, and Tellon. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if he thinks this is the team that can do it, then I'm sorry. Yeah, this team looks leggy. It looks tired.
But we've also seen Richarlison working up on the sidelines as well too. Yeah. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to see Richarlison come in. But here we go. Yeah. We got a triple change, and it's exactly that. It's Spence, Sarr, and Tell coming on.
Yeah. So who's coming off? Angie's saying, "Don't lose it. Calm down. Look, don't lose it. Calm down. Take it easy."
So Tell is probably coming in for Sonny. Yeah. Spence for Udogie, and then I would think that maybe James Madison comes off.
Yeah.
Udogie, Madison,
Son off. Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Yeah,
I think that's
right. Call. Yeah, I can't imagine that Brendan Johnson's coming off right now. So yeah, but Madison comes off. That's kind of interesting that they're going to take Madison off in this crucial time. But that being said, this is nothing new. Madison generally comes off.
Yeah. Boris says Bergville's moving into that 10 role. Good. I think that's very big. Big up. 870 in the house. 71 in the house. Wow. Big up to you. Lovely. All of you in. You're all welcome. Do pop across and give us a like. Sonny comes off. So who becomes captain now? Romero. No choice. No changes since. Yeah, even Colin was saying in his game that in these game changers, and are these the game changers to win us the game?
I will say that over the last couple matches, we kind of seen Bergvall play that Kulusevski role as that secondary 10 as they push high up. So he kind of already plays that role. By the way, I love Bergvall in that role too. I actually think he's technically gifted. I think he's going to be a star. That kid is special.
Please just go to Germany with a win. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. Go to Germany with a win. Even if it's a one-goal lead, I think we can do it.
I'm okay with a 1-1 draw. Considering how everything is played out today, like if that's the final score, I'm okay with it.
Oh, Porro and them down. Two head injuries. They're rushing onto the pitch. There's Sonny, Odegaard, your doggy. Madison looks like a brooding teenager that hasn't been allowed out to see his mates.
Well, you know what this means, though, right? If Pedro Porro has to come off, that means Archie Gray comes into play right back.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm good with Archie Gray playing right back.
Yeah, same here. Oh dear. Carl says I think we'll win in Germany as well. Look, of course we can. Anything, but I want Spurs to win the whole damn competition. I think with Lazio losing, I think that opens up our route to the final very, very nicely, actually, to be fair.
And looks like Pedro Porro's up.
Is he bleeding? I think no. I wonder what he's thinking, Mr. Levy.
I mean, Irwin, yeah, it probably would be disappointing with the draw, but considering how this game has played out, and we've only really looked good for like 25 minutes of the second half, to walk away with a 1-1 draw, I'll gladly take that, because then it's the same situation after we saw after the first leg.
I see. I disagree with you on that. I draw at home for me to bad.
I agree. I agree with you, but in the context of this match, given everything that's been going on,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, but look, here comes Spurs now. The Papa Son.
Here we go.
Go on, Telly. Go on.
Oh,
go on. Yeah. Oh, Johnson. Oh, that was
Solanke.
Was it Solanke? Oh no, they're saying it's Johnson. Huge miss.
Oh, it's Johnson.
Yeah. Oh,
here's
that
the replay.
Oh,
yeah, that was Johnson.
Brennan. Oh,
you can do it. You can do it against Southampton, but you can't do it against Frankfurt.
Oh, and he knows that miss could be vital. That could be vital. That miss. Was that the chance to win the game?
Brennan, yeah, we're in the 82nd minute. Yeah, that was the chance to win.
Yeah.
He's
gone out for a Tottenham goal kick. Apparently, Colin says there's a fight happening in the United game. Is that between the players or the fans? Colin, let me know. Keep us updated.
Shamu Van de Voo says Prime Messi would have missed that. I don't know.
I think he's pulling the piss.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Look. Oh, God, come on. This has been the game tonight where you're on the edge of your seat, but here's Spence how many chances do we need? If we took all our chances, that would have been 5-1.
Oh, well, without a doubt. Had we had those that go off the woodwork actually went in, yeah, we would have, for sure. But I was just happy to see the opportunity, the chances.
Yeah. Oh, handbags. Handbags. Is that what sort of fight is? It's a free kick to Spurs. Well done, referee. Well done.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bad ball in right there. There you go, Spurs.
Come on.
They get back the possession. Spurs reset. And there's the whistle.
I know what you're saying, but they don't look. Oh, it's down. Who's down? Benny's down. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what's missing in this team: a player that has the killer instinct. That's what Harry Kane gave this team for years upon years. And with Sonny breaking down, we just don't have it.
I like Jeff Eugene's reply. A pulse.
The pulse, yeah.
Do you guys want Mason Mount cheap price? How much though? You're asking, Colin. I mean, how much?
Yeah, what's cheap? What's
is
cheap?
It a packet of Watsits? Is it a packet of jelly beans? Do you know?
The chocolate orange.
Yeah. What are you asking?
Ooh, back post.
Oh, that's a corner. It's a corner. A Fredo.
Oh, and they're gonna say it goes off of.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going off. Oh, they're saying that ball went off of Brendan Johnson, so there's no corner. What is it? The chocolate. What was it? Look, that's a great ball in. How was that not a corner?
That's a corner. I swear.
Dude. What's Ponytail is the one that kicks it.
Is this ref Ben or something? Seriously.
Wow. And books tell for protesting. Wow.
Apparently, a Fredo. He says he'll even take a half-eaten one. Okay. Thought about it, and the answer to that is no. Maybe Steve's got different ideas to me, but no. You can have Mason Mount. If you give it to us for half an apple, I might consider it. Half an apple. Or here's Tottenham. Here's Johnson.
Here we
here's
go.
Johnson. Here's Solanke.
All in.
Here's Solanke.
Yeah, I was
come
thinking for the
on.
name. Like, so is it Mason Mount for Terry's Chocolate Oranges?
Yeah.
Because I'm in for that. If it just costs us a couple Terry's.
Yeah. Oh, come on. James is right. Come on. Needs to be quick. It does. Hey, face Goldwood. Hey,
Tell you
Dom.
what,
Yeah.
man. Somebody give me these rest of the chocolate orange.
Oh, please. I just got this thing in my back of my stomach that something's going to hit us hard. I don't want it to. But you know when you get that feeling? Oh, do you know what? I think I'm with you now. I take a point. I take a draw now.
Yeah, because it allows you to reset. And also
Yeah.
remember that Frankfurt came into this match completely on form, and they've only managed one. And we were able to draw. Here comes Richarlison, by the way. I figured we'd see Richie.
Yeah, go on, Richie.
But so to come away with a draw, you're kind of relieved that is you're not going to Germany down a goal. So, oh yeah, I agree with that too, Boris.
Yeah, Richie scores the winner.
Let's hope you're
Go
right.
on. I feel a pigeon dance coming on. The pigeon is gonna nick one.
I'll take a Richie late goal, but gets injured. I'll take that. How about Richie scores the winner and gets injured in the process?
He's done that before.
Because all he has to do is sneeze and he's injured again.
Okay. Big up. I actually forgot to say, big up to Geeksy. Big up Geeks. Where is it now? Sorry, I didn't see Geeksy. Big up Geeksy. Hope you're doing well, man. Great to see you in the chat. And I spoke to Bobby about doing the North London Derby podcast for next season.
How is that a whistle?
I know.
Because now it's against Bergvall. Good Lord.
Yeah.
So that I think what Nathaniel Brown comes out now. No, it's Ekatike comes off. Well, that's good. And it looks like Frankfurt is now
going for the draw.
Yeah, they're taking out their top scorer, being a little bit more defensive.
Yeah,
trying to see this one out. Here comes Wahi.
Yeah, I'd have to say,
that's a great name, by the way.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. He's part of the Full-Time Sports Network, who are our channel, also who we're linked with as well. They do great stuff over there, and he's part of the Arsenal armory that that Bobby runs. We're going to do a North London Derby podcast next season, where a couple of Spurs fans and a couple of Arsenal fans get together and we just talk North London football and talk about our teams and also about the rest of the Premier League as well. Something we're going to put together next year. It's another free kick next season. It's another free kick for Frankfurt here.
Man.
Coming into the last, I say about 3 minutes. Would you reckon 3?
Yeah, about that. But I will say this about Arsenal. At least they're the best. They're the best first loser of the Premier League.
Yeah. I agree, Greeks. Yeah,
second place feel, but
yeah. Greek says, truly think your boys would do a number on them in Germany. I think so. Oh, good header out that was. Good defending by Spurs. 3 minutes of time added on. Come on, Tottenham. Come on.
Yes, Carl. I do think Decky will be back for the second leg. As all the reports are pointing to that he will be back for that second leg.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes of stoppage time. Come on, let's get this winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
Come on, Spurs. Frankfurt making a double substitution here now.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Danso will be back as well, won't he?
That's a good question. I don't know, but how do you like the reports just came out a couple days ago, Derma, that Decky's been back for a move this summer. I don't think Spurs let him go, do they?
No, I don't want him to go.
You can't let Kulizeski leave this team.
No.
Like, I understand this has been a shitty year, but that being said, it's like he's the heart and soul of this team.
Yeah. Oh, come on,
You
Tottenham.
can't let him.
Oh, come on, for fuck's sake.
How is that not a whistle?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bergvall gets mugged and they just allow play to go?
Yeah, he got his pocket picked. This Frankfurt team's beatable, by the way. It is
without a
beatable.
doubt. And we missed quite a bit of our opportunities in the second half. We should probably.
It's about taking our chances. That's what it is. It's about taking our chances, and we didn't take our chances. But his tail, the ball's gone out for a throw in.
2-1 Xerxes.
Yeah. Oh, he's happy. Colin was happy. United are winning 2-1, and that's away in Lyon, by the way. So that's a good result for them.
I think Lyon is about to get relegated. I think they were imposed a forced relegation.
Oh, it's a free kick to Spurs here. Come on. Let's get a last-minute winner. Come on. Let's get a last-minute winner.
Let's get it.
Let's get it in. It was Papa Sarr. Big up to 934 if you're in and around. Someone effing score. Anyone. I don't care. If it's even the boy, get him on.
So there's
cheese there.
There's Pedro Porro standing over it.
Anderson looks pissed, by the way.
Yeah, he does. He didn't want to come off.
Yeah.
Ball in. Back post. Oh!
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, Mikey.
Oh, Van der Ven. Oh.
Could have been the hero. Could have been the hero.
Oh. It was great crossing by Porro. There was, good header. Oh, Van der Ven. Oh, what a save. That was going in. That was going in. We got a corner, though. We got a corner. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. Let's win it. Let's win it. Come on. Deep into injury time. Let's win it. Oh, unlucky. It's another chance for Spurs to get a crossing. It gets out. Goes back. The referee still playing on. Goes all the way back to Vicario. Vicario kicks it up the field. Still being played. Minutes still being added on. We're over the allotted 3 minutes time. Here's Tottenham now. Tell goes out for a throw-in. The referee, where's he getting this time from, like? Seriously?
Yeah, I'm confused on why we're still playing.
He's waiting for the ball. And that is it. That's it. 1-1. With the first leg ends in a draw, but it's all to play for now in Germany. It is all to play for. Oh. I tell you what, I feel disappointed. I feel really disappointed with that.
I agree. I agree.
Have we missed our chance? Debatable.
We're definitely gonna find out after the second leg, but I am disappointed as well too, because in the second half, how many shots did we put on net that we weren't able to cash in? How many balls that clanged off the woodwork that we should have been paid out, and we should at least have a 2-1, 3-1 going back to Germany. So yeah, from that aspect, I was disappointed, and in the context of the fact that we started off actually fairly poor.
Yeah.
And then to be able to turn it on in the second half and to be able to push the pressure, to get those shots and to not come away with a win, it's a little disappointing. But that being said, it is 1-1 right now in the aggregate, and there still is hope for the second. But man, it's disappointing not to come away from this first leg with at least a 2-1 win. For sure. For sure.
I am just so So Rangers 0-0, by the way. Peter M says a very good game. I'm not disappointed because this is a much better performance than many this season. Not giving up. No, I don't think we are.
Yeah,
God,
no,
yeah, go on.
I was going to say at the very least, at least it's a draw. So at least it's a result, and it's something that you can build off. And if the second half is any indication of how we can push the pressure forward, then the second leg should continue off where we left off. But that being said, it's just it's just cleaning up those little finishing details where we can actually get 2 or 3 of those goals.
Big up to Peter M. We got Wayne says, God damn, that ball didn't want to go in the net in the second half. Overall, I'm pleased with the draw and how we could have won it. Next week should be fun. Yeah, next week's going to be much fun. It's just, yeah, I don't think my heart can take it. Is Ange sacked now?
Nah,
I think we have to wait till next week. I did ask the question. I did say jokingly to my source, "Can we sack him now?" Look, I think that the keeper kept him in it. Actually, their backup keeper did keep him in it.
Yeah, he made a couple very good saves there in the second half to keep this game level for sure.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, we're going to leave it there. We're on at 10:15, of course, for 15 minutes of our instant reaction to this game. We're going to try to go through the game. We're going to give our sort of little bit of play ratings as well, so it gives us time to think about that. Steve, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me here on YouTube at Stateside Footy, which the link I'm going to put right here down in the chat. And you can also find me on Twitter at Stateside Footy. So there's multiple ways you can get a hold of me. And if you just want to sit back and talk shit and talk football, just get at me, and we can have a good time doing it. So I want to. By the way, I want to thank you tonight, Derma. This has been fun.
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Look, it's a good result, 1-1. But we go again. We're still in the tie, which is what we wanted. But it ain't over till it's over. But guys, thank you all for watching. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes for final score. We'll be back for that. I need to go and get a drink in the toilet break. But apart from that, come on, you Spurs. We can still win the Europa League. Just to make it easier next week, please. Don't put me through it. Come on, you Spurs.
From lane to far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning.